And joining us live to further unpack this in our Midrand studio is Antiswa Group Chief Economist Miyelani Mkhabela, who joins us live in studio. Very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us here on Morning Prime.
Good morning, and viewers.
Firstly, the Commission has been investigating a case of price fixing and market allocation in the trading of foreign currency pairs involving the rand since April 2015. Can you elaborate on the implications this price fixing and market allocation has on the country and its people? I mean, how does this affect the everyday man?
Actually, to start with, it is a situation that it's not good for a country like South Africa while we are relying on our banks, of which they are expected not to be having external influence, mainly from European banks. Because when you look at Europe, even 2001, some of the banks that are implicated in the 17 South African currency situation or rand collusion, they were implicated in the 2001 European Commission declaration. So you expect the country to be at a state where, in terms of trust and confidence, this can impact the confidence to go down. But at the same time, when you look on financial services is a leading indicator for investors. So when investors would like to come to your country, they would like to know that financial services is in good health, and health is as well prioritized. So it affects the doing business in South Africa. That is one, of which you will have expected National Treasury and Reserve Bank and FSB to have seen this, because my experience in international banking or capital markets, we knew that when you do the balance of payment reporting, which is done in each and every transaction to the Reserve Bank, all these processes could have been mitigated. But you will find that National Treasury might not be doing its oversight properly, and National Treasury, Reserve Bank, and FSB might not be doing their oversight properly, because these indications, I mean, when political organizations and other social organizations have been indicating that there might be a challenge around the rand, they should have picked up that. But when we come to the community at large, I'll just give an example that if the impact of the collusion it's about 10% or it's about 7%, it means in every 100 rand that you are going to spend, you lose your 10 rand without using it. And then the bank that you trust so much have already colluded, because they collude in the currency lane. When the country import commodities to the country, all these noodles, rice, all these products that we are using, and other bulk materials, that price is already inserted there, because it's on the rand margin. So rand collusions or currency collusions, they impact everyone. And it causes harm that is not repairable to consumers, of which, when we look on the 2001 European prosecution, the European Commission has taken a harsh decision, because these are things that impact almost everyone and the economy as well.
Are we expecting such a harsh decision on our backs in South Africa?
I think the competition commissioner, Mr. Thembekile Bonakele, needs to take a very aggressive, strong decision around this, because the banks needs to be patriotic about the country. And if our banks are not patriotic to the country, that discipline can go to other sectors, and you expect the banks to be the ones that are taking care of all these fiscal aspects and money laundering issues. But when we lose confidence to the banks, who will then have confidence to us? I mean, the fine needs to be heavy to South Africa, to 3 South African banks, of which that is disappointing. But some of the banks, you will find that they are connected with European banks. So you'll find that the influence as well might be coming from there. The second aspect is all the CEOs of these banks, the CEOs, the operations managers of these banks that are involved, and the international banking or capital markets head of these banks need to be taken into serious course. We need to know these people. Who are they that are doing this? Because it's new in our country, and we don't want these aspects to be continuing. So those people might be cleaned out in a banking system, so that we are left with people that are not doing some systematic corruption.
I'm interested in the reason behind this price fixing and market allocation. The ANC has raised questions about whether the currency was manipulated with politically motivated intentions. What are your thoughts on that?
That can be part, because you will see that recently when Des Van Rooyen was recalled, I think banks have a lot of power. You will see them do everything that will favor them. But the things that they have to do to save society, we are seeing today that they are not doing that, doing that part. I believe that if there is a good thing to be done, the banks must be as well on the lead to be doing that, because all the trainings that bankers, I've been a banker, that we used to get, they were extensively, professional, and building that culture of servanthood to society. And you wouldn't expect such money laundering to be taking place. So if you have done FICA courses, you have done money laundering courses, and you still find yourself doing this, it means you don't belong in banking. So the candidates that are involved in that probably might need to receive harsh actions, and the brands that have been doing that. I mean, some of the banks, they are saying they are not involved in the payments, or they are not gonna be making the payments, of which even in a European situation we have seen that. But this will benefit a society, because the harm of currency fixing. Look at the poor. People are poor. They are living with probably 1,000 the whole month,
even more,
and they don't have anything. And you find the banks have been colluding, and in their 300, they are, they lose. It can be 60 rand that they were supposed to spend for the maize or the bribe packs.
Unfortunately, we don't have any more time, but thank you so much for joining us here.